It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. The drive parry was successful. What's the play here? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 2 with the life lead. They block the overhead and... oh, burnout on both sides? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Throws out a projectile. Very solid corner switch. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Nice counter! KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throws them to negate the block. Throw misses. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. What'll happen here? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Both fighters planning something? Manages to block the jump-in attack. They're experiencing burnout. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Shinku Hadouken! Oh boy! Both running empty on drive. Player 2 will look to a block. Closes it out! Player 2 brings it home. Ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. All right, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The pressure it gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Bops him with a target combo. Hits him with fire. Looking to impress with this super. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. With burnout, expect the tempo of the match to change. A quick breather. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins, and this drops them from the air. Are we getting a little game with a Misaki Gohado? Player 2 flipping the script with a turnaround super. This is a critical moment. Adds a bit of OG spice. Both of them back. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Saw that low heavy coming. Starts with a jumper. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Solid combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Takes a trip. Next hit will end the round. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ghost will jump in to start the round. Blade kick to smother him. Shoots off a fireball up close. Time's the only thing moving here. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Parries the projectile. A quick breather. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. That's a counter. Looking for a chance. Zones with the fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Hits the overthrow throw out of the tunnel. Knockdown and... Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Zanku Hadouken. One chance here may end this match. Overthrow hits. Akuma looking, it's too much. Player 2 took no time. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. What are they thinking here? Player 2 with the life lead. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Life lead opens up. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Zanku Hadouken! Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Zanku Hadouken! Player 2 chases them down. Jumps? Can't tech the throw? What'll happen here? Hit them with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Breaks the block with a throw. Player distant leaches up big KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Starts, reads the jump in perfectly. Okay. Closes in. Close range projectile. This is gonna hurt. Keeps him up, gets him with a Euro step. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Okay, here we go. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Amazing! Hugs nothing but air. Oh, combo! Let's go! What are they gonna do? Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Fireball pressure, clutch, anti-air. Solid anti-air. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Here comes the corner pressure. Scuffle. The jump in is denied. A real test of nerves here. Immaculate counter.
Gouki.
Get that bank account ready. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Gets a good read on their opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Strings it all together. predicts the combo. Holds out with the block.
There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters goes for the massage.
Each hit is so important. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Goes for the jump in. Jumps up. That combo did decent damage. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. Jumps. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump in. The last round. It's now or never. That feeling out phase is over. Tuck adds a bit of OD spice there. Escapes the corner. Ooh, you never know what gotta do better than that. Sakuhado. Looking for a hold. Excellent block. Nothing stops this train. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player two isn't burnt. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. That's gonna leave them rattled. Oh, here we go. Gets the corner. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Both absolutely refusing to give us round. Player two, they think this time to bust this out. That was impossible to see coming.
Gouki
Get that
wins.
bank account ready because that fight was... Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Well-timed command throw there. Player two has the life lead. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Both can end the round now, and the drive builds disparity may... Okay, oh! Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Goes for a projectile to hit the overthrow out of the teleport. Doesn't miss a beat. Both fighters planning some nice counter.
Break the ring with the Tenma Gozanku.
Player one is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Connects with medium kick. Throw connects and does big damage. In there!
Gouki
That was a
wins.
clinic on how a solid neutral... Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Counter hit throw there. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, they trade hits. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Both players with no drive in the tank. Shoots off a fireball up close. Had the radar up and running. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. This is a critical point of the round where the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round 2.
Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Breaks the block with a throw. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. They exchange blows. Player 1 can't use any, knocks them out of the air. Fires off distantly, closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Throws them. Teleport, hugs nothing but air. Taking chunks out of each other here. With super arcade deflect, hits the drive. Hadouken. Somehow, man, ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Parry the fireball. Reads the jump in perfectly. Okay, here we go. They are not getting close to each other. Fires up, nothing stops this train. A jump in. Closes in. The low. Both sides. Drops it hard. They can't get hit. It is over. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of... Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectiles. Player 1 has the life lead. Starts with the jump in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That attack landed for a counter. Will this super art connect? Player 2 chases them down. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 2 has the meter lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Very slick with the combo. Zaku shows the medium kick. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is dominating this match. One chance here may end this match. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance it drops him hard. Ooh, what a smart blow. Knockdown and can they knock them out of the air? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they? Oh, kisses the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, adds a bit of OD spice there. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Whoa, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Anti-air in the clutch. Escapes the corner. Ooh, you never know. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire still, the low kick hits. Reads the jump in perfectly. Nice fire, solid anti-air. Demon rain time. Blocks the low kick. Notice fades out the low kick. Throw is denied. Shows some disrespect to that invincible special. Player 1 made some smart. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throws him down. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Knockdown. Not shy with the grab. Strings it all together. Checks him with the projectile. Life lead opens up.
Knockdown and...
Neither of them willing to back off here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Denies the jump in. Genius read.
Oh, burnout triggered. Orbital hit. Akuma looks no escaping that.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Left off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Jumps? Still slugging it out at this range.
Up hits the orbital throw out of the teleport.
A quick breather. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. No contest so far. How's it gonna end?
Leaning burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. In there.
Player 2 brings it home. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Saw that low heavy coming. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has the life advantage. A nice, chunky combo. Can they keep up the assault? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown.
Were they baiting them into that? Goes for the massage.
What'll happen here?
Player 2, orbital hit. Akuma look KO.
Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Jumps? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Manages to block the jump in attack. Barely blocks the jump in. Breaks the block with a throw. Looking for a chance. What's the next move? Smart play to stop the opponent. Drive gauge gap here. This is experiencing burnout. Drive rush closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. A jump in? Smart play with the throw. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Both fighters are raring to go. Barely blocks the jump in. Links it! Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is gonna hurt. What are they gonna do? Crowns them from above. Fires off Hadouken. Shakes things up with a fireball. Player 2 needs to wait this out. This can lead to some big damage. Throws them. Good parry. Throws that off. Getting up close and personal. Will the super art do anything? Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 is a full... We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strategy. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Demon Raid takes a trip. Not much drive gauge to work, experiencing burnout.
Goes for the Masaki. That's not gonna hit.
Player will KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Box him with a target combo. Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. From low heavy to... Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. A quick breather. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback.
Goes for the Masaki.
Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. Looking for a
Downtown with the takeoff.
flatline zone. Player 1 comes away with the win. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive arc anyway just to show they're not gun-shy. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Huddle. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Box him with a target combo.
Hits him with the fire.
Player 2 chases. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They just won't stop switching sides. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. This can lead to some big damage. Lightning finishes with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Blocks it. Oh, burnout triggered. Both players look for something big time win. Leg shake. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. What's next? Catches them out. Close range projectile. Yo, critical arc. What a finish. Player 2 comes away with the win.